I want to cover one misconception that we often have about using the ABC method, or at least one that I see students get often. Once again, what we're trying to do with this ABC method is we're trying to go back in and say that you cannot manage every one of your inventory items at the same level of intensity. That each company that's out there kind of takes and breaks down their inventory, oftentimes in what we call an ABC method. Those A items are those items that account for a very large dollar value, but represent a fairly small percentage of the inventory. B items are next in importance, and then C items are the ones that are much further down. Usually for companies, and you see this on your worksheet, but usually companies only have about 10 to 30% of A items, another 20 to 30% of B items, and C items represent about 50%. Uh, Companies normally come up with these percentages on their own. A company typically will just come in and say, if we're going to have, um, in this very small example, if we're going to have 5 items that we have on inventory, it may make sense to only have one item or 20% listed as A's. It also may make sense to have about 20% or one item listed as B's, and the remaining 3 items or 60% listed as C items. So what you're given here trying to determine which items would be A items, B items, and C items, oftentimes you're given both the average annual sales, which is this is the number of each item that are being sold, and you're also given the unit price. Um, Please note that this unit price here is just the cost of the item, and that what really is affecting the company is not the unit price only, it is the total annual sales. So for item 1, even though item 1 cost $8 and it costs the most, we only sell 1,000 of these. So if I take 1,000 times 8, my annual sales is only $8,000 for this. Conversely, if you go and you look at item 5, we sell 3,000 of them at $3. And if we extend this out, you can see that from a company perspective, item 5 matters more to us because we sell more of it, $9,000, than we do of item 1, $8,000. So to determine which items are A, B, and C items, you're going to take your annual average sales, multiply it times your unit price, okay, average annual sales times your unit price to get a total annual sales for it. And then if you rank these from the smallest, or largest to smallest rather, you will see that item 5 is the most important, item 1 is the second most important, and then 4, 2, and 3 are the least important. That means if you're going to take and segregate these things now into A, B, and C, as we mentioned before, if we have 20% A items, that means we're only going to choose one item as A. So item 5 would be my A. We're going to choose one to be my B item. That means item 1 would be my B item. And then items 4, 2, and 3 would be my C items. So once again, you can see down here the way that it plays out, and hopefully this clears up a misconception. Once again, look at the total annual sales, rank order them, and you will be able to use your percentages to determine which items are A's, B's, and C's. Thank you.